think you have to do next. Please don't cross that line.
Lily, Jesse, good afternoon.
What an interest. Look at this. It's so you're like literally in the room with us. Wow.
Yes, absolutely. Thanks for talking to me about Windfall. What an excellent thriller. Enjoyed it so much. I'm a big film noir fan, so this was just a total treat. So congratulations.
Great.
Thank you.
You know, Lily, a weekend getaway doesn't go as planned, kidnapped and held for ransom. This is no ordinary kidnapping, is it? It's personal.
It's personal and it's sloppy. And I think that the absurdity of it kept it grounded, and the fact that we play into that and we enjoy the juicy dark humor of it, and you know, CEO Jesse is calling it out as he sees it, I think really allows the audience to kind of have a bit of a sigh of relief of the absurdity. Like, I think CEO vocalizes a lot of things that maybe the audience would be feeling as well, which kind of brings you in on it as an audience member in a sense, even though you hopefully will not know where it's going.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Jesse, your character is a nerd at heart, runs a high-tech firm, his personal wealth is extraordinary, but he's not a hero, is he?
No, I would not classify him as a hero. Very flawed, very, you know, as most egomaniacs, there's obviously some deeply rooted insecurity at the core of that, you know, but yeah, he's not a hero in any way.
And Lily, the kidnapping eventually becomes a marriage counseling session of sorts, doesn't it?
It definitely does. A form of therapy. You know, it's interesting because I think we learn so much about ourselves and ourselves in a unit, whether that's a friendship or a relationship, or even the relationship you have with yourself when you're put in these unexpected circumstances, one of which is this. And it's blown up in such a big way, this story. The stakes are so high, and yet the execution is so low. And so it's really kind of the journey that they go on to figure out whether or not they are still a couple, but never vocalizing that. It's all the internal work that gets to us to the end.
And Jesse, you know, your character is a movie fan, Matt Helm, watching The Three Amigos, keeping things calm. By doing that, there's less chance for oopsie doopsies, right?
Oopsie doopsies. Yeah, exactly.
And, you know, I think what I loved about your character, Jesse, is that he has moments of bravery that quickly just, you know, fade away. And you're feeling what I'm feeling as an audience member. I'm just like, what you're like, what are we doing here? What is happening here? It's like, and I'm like, do something, jump up, do it. And it's just, there's just a real lesson in frustration.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun to play around with that. And it was just something that, you know, the structure of the film was there and was so well thought out and was written and built for this space that the more time we spent there, the more time we all talked, the film just kind of seemed to naturally show us what it wanted to be with all these elements in place, you know. And we got to shoot it in order, so that helped.
Yeah, it felt like a stage play at times too, which I thought, you know, was a great structure. And finally today, Lily, you know, sympathy with their kidnapper. They came from the same background, so there was a major shift in those characters.
Yeah, I think that was an important thing for us because we wanted her to be able to relate to nobody in a way that we're left not knowing whether or not she's making those efforts to relate even more for their gain, for CEO and her gain, to kind of, you know, live through what CEO told her to do, or she really is feeling, whether it's regret or remorse or just thoughtful about her choices and using this as an opportunity to vocalize that. So it's almost like a tool. The relating to each other is a creative tool to propel the story, and also a nice break of groundedness from the absurdity of the entire kind of robbery.
Windfall, streaming on Netflix. Thank you both for joining me today. Excellent film noir, excellent thriller. Let's talk again soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you.